Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Naomi has been involved in a heated rivalry with Jade Cargill. She recently reunited with a former WWE star and teased an alliance with the latter in order to get the better of the storm. Wrestling veteran Natalya turned 43 on May 27. She celebrated her birthday on a yacht with several fellow WWE stars, including Naomi, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Bayley, Liv Morgan, and Tiffany Stratton. Former WWE ring announcer JoJo Offerman was also a part of the celebration. Earlier today, the former Glow took to Instagram stories to share a video of herself venting out her frustrations about Jade Cargill in front of JoJo Offerman. Although the 31-year-old did not appear to be paying any attention, the former WWE SmackDown Women's Champion thanked JoJo for letting her express her feelings. She referred to Offerman as a true friend, hinting at a potential alliance on the blue brand. Here is a screenshot of her Instagram story. The Glow underwent a massive overhaul in her character earlier this year. She officially turned to the dark side on the SmackDown after WWE Elimination Chamber by admitting that she attacked Jade Cargill backstage last year. In an earlier edition of Wrestling's Bro-Down, wrestling veteran Vince Russo noted that he had to admire the SmackDown star's transformation from a lovable babyface to a vicious heel. The former WWE head writer further credited her for committing to the changes. Check out Vince Russo's comments in the video below. Naomi suffered a massive loss in her most recent in-ring appearance, where she had teamed up with Nia Jax to wrestle Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton on the May 2 edition of Friday Night SmackDown. She'd also lost to The Storm in their much-awaited WrestleMania clash. The 37-year-old would be looking to make a strong comeback after the recent blemishes. In a moment that lit up the WWE universe with excitement, disbelief, and speculation, Naomi has officially reunited with a former WWE star, someone many believe was done with the company for good. This stunning development comes just weeks after Naomi's emotional showdown with Jade Cargill at WrestleMania 41, where she fell short in a high-stakes encounter that left her questioning her future. But if Monday Night SmackDown was any indication, Naomi's story is far from over. In fact, it may just be getting started in a new, powerful, and dangerous direction. The show opened as usual, with a recap of the latest interbrand turmoil between Raw and SmackDown, but the live crowd in Phoenix, Arizona, had no idea they were about to witness one of the most surprising moments of the post-WrestleMania season. Naomi came out to a massive ovation, her energy matching the dazzling glow of her entrance. Still visibly emotional, Naomi took the microphone and acknowledged the crowd with a humble smile. "I wasn't sure I was going to be here tonight," she admitted. "After WrestleMania, I needed time to reflect. I gave everything I had, and I still came up short. That loss hit different. I had to ask myself if I still belong here. And the answer is yes." The crowd roared in agreement, chanting, "You still got it," before Naomi continued. "But I also realized something else," she said, her voice hardening slightly. "I've been trying to do this all on my own for too long. I've been fighting battles solo. And sometimes to get where you need to go, you have to roll with someone who knows exactly what it feels like to be overlooked, underestimated, and underappreciated." Then came the bombshell. The arena lights dimmed. A slow, moody beat dropped. The Titantron flickered. And then, an all-too-familiar voice rang out through the sound system. "Do you miss me, WWE?" The crowd erupted. Gasps, cheers, and stunned faces filled the arena as the unmistakable silhouette of Mercedes Moné, formerly known in WWE as Sasha Banks, appeared on the screen. Then, stepping through the curtain with a smirk that could melt steel, Moné made her way down the ramp and entered the ring, standing shoulder to shoulder with Naomi for the first time in over 2 years. The duo stared at each other, then broke into a brief smile and embraced to a deafening reaction from the WWE universe. For longtime fans, this was more than just a reunion. It was a reawakening. Moné, who left WWE in 2022 after a controversial walkout over creative differences, has been a dominant force elsewhere, capturing gold and headlines in New Japan Pro Wrestling and more recently AEW. But the moment she set foot in a WWE ring again, it was clear something bigger was at play. As the crowd continued to chant, "Welcome back," Monet took a microphone and, with calculated confidence, addressed the elephant in the room. "I bet you didn't think you'd see this again," she said, soaking in the reaction. "A lot of people said I'd never come back. A lot of people said I didn't need WWE, and maybe I didn't. But what you need to understand is, sometimes we walk away not because we're weak, but because we're tired of being silent. Tired of being told how far we're allowed to go. Tired of playing small for people who are afraid of how big we really are." She turned to Naomi, the energy between them electric. "We started something a long time ago, you and I. We fought for change. We stood up when others were too scared to. And they thought they could erase us from history. But here we are. Not just back, but better. And baby, we're not coming back to play. We're coming back to take everything with that." The seeds were planted. Naomi and Moe, formerly known as the Boss and Glow Connection, were once again standing side by side, and this time, they weren't just hinting at tag team gold, they were aiming higher. Backstage, chaos erupted. Cameras caught glimpses of current superstars reacting to the return, with some ecstatic and others clearly rattled. Bayley, herself recently on a redemption arc, was seen watching on a monitor, her expression unreadable. Bianca Belair, who had her own story history with both women, told Kayla Braxton, "This changes everything. And if they're serious about making moves, they better be ready, because I'm not stepping aside for anybody." In a later backstage segment, Monet and Naomi were approached by none other than WWE General Manager Adam Pearce, who was caught completely off guard by Monet's return. "This isn't exactly how we do things," Pearce began, trying to maintain order. "You can't just walk in and—" "I didn't walk in," Monet cut him off. "I made history, and now I'm here to make more. You want paperwork? We'll talk business. But know this, I'm not here for approval. I'm here for power. And the only question you need to answer is, can WWE handle what's coming next?" Pearce, wisely, didn't respond immediately. Later that night, Naomi and Monet joined the commentary desk during the main event, a Women's Championship #1 contenders match between Tiffany Stratton and Zoe Stark. Their presence alone visibly distracted Stratton, who had exchanged harsh words with Naomi weeks ago. When Stratton attempted to taunt Naomi at ringside, Monet stood up, face-to-face with her, daring the Barbie doll of WWE to make a move. Stratton backed down. But the message was clear. The women's division had been put on notice. As SmackDown went off the air, Monet and Naomi stood tall atop the announce table, posing as the crowd erupted one last time. Monet grabbed a mic and issued a final warning. "You want a revolution? Here it is. And this time, we finish what we started." Since that shocking moment, social media has been ablaze. #BossAndGlow trended worldwide within minutes, and speculation has run rampant over what this means for WWE's women's division, particularly the tag team scene and the world title picture. Could Monet immediately jump into title contention? Could Naomi and Monet go after the women's tag team championships they never truly lost? Or could they be assembling something even bigger? A faction, a takeover, a rebellion? Sources within WWE have confirmed that Monet has indeed signed a new contract, though details remain scarce. One source close to creative told us, "Triple H sees this as a massive get. This isn't just nostalgia. Mercedes is here to lead the next chapter. Expect her to be positioned as a top-tier star." But not everyone is thrilled. Rhea Ripley, who is currently out due to injury, posted a cryptic tweet just hours after the show ended. "All this hype. Let's see if they can handle the real ones when it counts." While she didn't name anyone directly, many believe it was a direct shot at the returning Monet. Liv Morgan, who has been rising rapidly in Ripley's absence, also weighed in. "I respect what they've done, but this isn't 2022. The division has evolved. Let's see if they can keep up. Naomi, for her part, has remained focused and resolute. In a post-show interview, she said, "I didn't bring Mercedes back just to make headlines. I brought her back because I believe in us. I believe in what we can do when we're united. And if anyone doubts us, they're gonna learn real fast why we're still the blueprint and the glow of this division." The next few weeks will be crucial in determining what direction WWE takes with this stunning reunion. With Money in the Bank looming on the horizon, fans are already speculating that Naomi and Monet could be surprise entrants in the ladder match, or even demand their rematch for the tag titles they walked away from years ago. Some have floated the idea that Monet might insert herself into the women's championship scene, possibly creating a dream triple threat with Bianca Belair and Tiffany Stratton. Others wonder if more familiar faces could join them in a new, dangerous faction. Could Bayley, feeling spurned by damaged CTRL, be tempted to link back up with Monet? Could WWE see a full-fledged women's stable war in the making? No matter what comes next, one thing is crystal clear. Naomi and Mercedes Moné are not here to be side characters. They're here to dominate, disrupt, and define the new era of women's wrestling. And they're doing it together. The Boss and Glow have returned. And WWE will never be the same again. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.